How's it going, guys? It's the Bamboozler. I'm going to be giving you my prediction on what's going to happen at UFC 269. This card is fucking sick. I cannot wait. We got a lot of good fights. Some of them are going to be hard to call, but I'm going to do my best. So I had to do some homework on this one because I didn't know a lot about Kai France, and I didn't know a lot about Santiago Panzinbo. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the first fight. Sean O'Malley versus Julian Pavia, or however you pronounce it. Okay, so Sean O'Malley has not faced any notable opponents. The only notable opponent he did face was Chito Vera, who finished him, and Sean O'Malley is unwilling to admit that he lost because he got kicked in the calf and then he rolled his ankle because he got kicked in the calf. His leg went numb, and then got dropped, and then fucking Cheeto just started elbowing him, and then they stopped the fight. Like, you gotta just accept your loss and move on. So, yeah. I had to look at Julian's record to see if he had any notable wins. I didn't really notice anybody. I don't really know a lot of the unranked guys. It's hard to keep up with them. But let me see, Kyler Phillips, I think I know him. That's a good win. Oh, he lost. Okay, so Julian Pavia lost to Kai France, who's fighting Cody Garbrandt tonight. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, so my short prediction is I think O'Malley's gonna knock him out. I don't think this guy really has that much to offer. I mean, I do think Sean O'Malley is pretty good, but he's not championship level yet. So the UFC is doing a good job at building him up slow and letting him improve so that they can keep the hype going, because a lot of people like him. If they put Sean O'Malley up against Petr Yan today, Petr would beat the living shit out of him. It would be brutal. It would be a brutal fight. It would not go very well for him. So they're trying to build him up slow, so then eventually he might be able to get to that level. So yeah, I'm going with Sean O'Malley on the first one. Second fight of the night, Cody Garbrandt versus Kai France. I'm pretty excited for this fight. I'm a big Cody Garbrandt fan. So, Cody actually has a reach disadvantage again, even though Cody's 5'8" and Kai France is 5'4". Cody needs to get some arm extension surgery or something. Yeah, Cody's got a 65 and a half inch reach. But the thing is, when you're punching downwards, you have more reach than if you're punching upwards. You lose some of your reach because the angle you're throwing at. So Kai France might have the reach advantage on paper, but because he's going to be punching up to hit Cody's chin, it's not going to make as much of a difference. So height does matter when it comes to reach and striking. So what do I think is going to happen? I think Cody's going to knock him out. I just watched Kai France get guillotined like 2 fights ago. He's definitely beatable. I don't think Kai France is that dangerous, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Cody on that one. But there's one big factor, is can Cody take a punch at 125? And I guess we'll find out, because TJ Dillashaw went down to 125 and he got dropped 4 times in under a minute and ended up losing to Henry Cejudo. But Cody is not TJ, so yeah, let's go Cody. I think Cody's got this one. All right, on to the next one. This fight was a sleeper fight. Geoff Neal versus Santiago Panzinbo. I gotta pull up his name so I can pronounce it right. Okay, so I like Geoff Neal. Hands of steel. The guy literally fucking hits like a truck. He knocked out Mike Perry with a head kick. That was pretty sick. He's got a win over Nico Price, knocked him out. He beat Bilal Muhammad. That's a notable win. But Geoff Neal's coming off a 2-fight losing streak to Neil Magny and Stephen Thompson. So I actually had to look up this Santiago Panzinbo guy because I didn't know much about him. This guy's a fucking beast, man. Holy shit. He is knocking people dead. It's insane. Like, I am very excited for this fight now. I can't wait. So here's, fight math doesn't always add up, but Geoff Neal, his last loss was to Neil Magny, and Panzinbo knocked Neil Magny the fuck out, and he landed flat on his face. So I am going with Panzinbo. I think this guy is dangerous. He's gonna be a star. All right, on to the next one. All right, we're at the co-main event now. This is a very obvious one. Bet the house on Amanda Nunes. Juliana Pena has fucking 0 chance. All right, not 0. She has almost 0. If you go on a betting website and see like how much money you can make off betting on Amanda Nunes, I'll risk $1,000 to bet on Amanda to win tonight. I get a payout of $105. So Amanda is a minus 950 favorite. That is the biggest favorite I've seen maybe ever. I mean, there's probably been bigger favorites, but that's the biggest favorite that I've seen in recent memory. And once again, I know fight math doesn't always add up, but like, Juliana has a loss to Jermaine Geranemy. She got tapped out with a guillotine by Jermaine, and she also got tapped out by Valentina Shevchenko, and Amanda Nunes destroyed both of them. All right, well, Amanda didn't destroy Valentina, but she beat her twice. So I don't think that Juliana has a chance in beating Amanda. I think Juliana won't even make it out of the second round at the latest. It might be a first round finish. I could see maybe a submission victory actually, but possible knockout. There's definitely gonna be a finish though. Juliana won't make it out of the second round. Bet the house. All right. Main event. I am pumped for this. At first I thought that Charles had 0 chance, and just seeing how confident Charles is, I'm giving him more of a chance, but I still think Dustin's gonna win. And the reason why I think Dustin is gonna win is because he has fought a lot tougher opponents and he's won. If you look at Dustin's record, I got it right now. So Conor McGregor twice, Dan Hooker. His last loss was to Khabib, which is the greatest of all time, so can't really blame him for that one. Max Holloway beat him, Eddie Alvarez beat him, Justin Gaethje knocked him out, Anthony Pettis finished him, Jim Miller, like, Dustin Poirier is a beast. There's, and then I'll look at Charles. I'll look at Charles' win streak. So his win streak started with Clay Guida, which doesn't really mean a lot today. I'm not meaning to talk shit about Clay Guida. I'm a fan, but he's a little bit past his prime. Beat Jim Miller. Like, I would say that Charles' wins only really started getting impressive like after he beat Kevin Lee. That's when I started taking him seriously, because I know Kevin Lee is a really good grappler, and Charles was able to tap him out. Charles' victory over Tony Ferguson, he absolutely destroyed him, but Tony has not looked good ever since Justin Gaethje beat the living shit out of him. So I don't know how great that victory really is. It's not going to age well if Tony keeps losing. Okay, so Michael Chandler. That was a great fight. I loved it. I think Michael Chandler was well on his way to winning that fight, and he got overzealous, lunged in with a right hand to the body and left his chin wide open for a left hook, and got cracked. Because Charles almost lost that fight, and I do not see Charles being able to rock Dustin like that. I think the only way Charles is going to win is if he gets a submission, because I don't see him winning a decision, and I definitely don't see him knocking him out. I will be very impressed if Charles knocks out Dustin Poirier, but I'm going with Dustin Poirier. It costs to be the boss, and he pays the price.